Yeah, good day, viewers. Good day to every one of us. Let's go further and have some of the prospective questions that may come out in 2023 Waec as far as mathematics is concerned. Please do well to hit the notification bell if you have subscribed to my channel. Do well to do that. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and also like, make comments, share this video with those one you know that it will be of benefit to. Most especially students that are preparing for this 2023 Waec. Please share it with them. Thank you so much. Now let's move to the next question. Let's move to question number one. Now let's interpret question number one and find solution to it. Question number one says that a box contains 12 identical balls, of which 5 are red, 4 are blue, and the rest are green. Question number 1A. If a ball is selected at random from the box, what is the probability that it is green? 1B. If two balls are selected at random, one after the other, with replacement, what is the probability that both are red? Now let's deal with question number 1A first. And what to start with is to state the sample size. This is question under probability. Okay? This question under probability. What you first state is the sample size. The sample size, which is denoted as x, is given as 12. We have 12 balls. That is the total balls in the box. We have 12 identical balls. Then we have red ball. The numbers of red balls to be 5. So let's R represent red. So R, which is representing red, is equal to what? 5 balls. Then we have 4 balls that are blue. Okay? We have 4 blue balls. So let B represent blue. So we have B to be equal to 4 balls. Okay? Then it is stated in the question that the rest of the balls are green. To get the rest, the numbers of the balls left over after determine the numbers of red ball and the numbers of blue ball. So the numbers of green ball will be the numbers of the ball left over. And that will be 12 minus 5 plus 4. Okay? 5 plus 4, that is 9. 12 minus 9, that will give you what? That will give you 3. That will give you 3. So we have green balls in the same box. Okay? Now, question number 1. We are given the condition that the ball is selected as random. That a ball is selected at a random from the box. And we ask that what is the probability that that ball, that single ball, or that ball that is selected from the balls will be green ball. That is, we are asked to look for the probabilities of one green. Okay? Probability of a single green. And from the definitions of probability stated that probabilities of a happening, which is green, is equal to the numbers of that event in the total event. The numbers of green is 3. Okay? All over the sample size, which is what? Which is 12. Or to just take the formula, you have probability of green is equal to numbers of green, numbers of G all over sample size, which will give you 3 all over 12. And that will be 1 over 4. So we are done with question 1A. Let's move to question 1B. We have to find the probability of having both to be red if two balls are selected at random, one after the other with replacement. That is the probability of red and red. Okay? The probability of having the first ball selected to be red, having the first selection to be red, and the second selection also to be what? To be red. That is probability of red. And that will give us the probability of red times the probability of red, which is equal to numbers of red all over sample space multiplied by numbers of red all over sample space. Don't forget, this experiment is done with replacement. Okay, underline with replacement. So at the first experiment, what happened? When the first is selected and possibly is found to be red, it is returned into the bus so that we still have the same numbers of sample, which is 12 balls in the bus by the time we want to take the second experiment. Okay, so now we have numbers of red, which is equal to that is equal to 5 all over sample space, which is 12, multiplied by 5 all over sample space, which is 12, and that will give you 25 all over 144. Final answer. Now let's gladly take question number 2. Question number 2, we are given a table of 2 rows and 4 columns. We have the value of x and we have the value of y. Now the points on the linear graph are as shown in the above table, and we are asked to find the gradient or the slope of the line. Okay, what is gradient? The formula for finding slope is change in y with respect to change in x. Okay, this can be interpreted to be y1, or let's say y2 minus y1 all over x2 minus x1. Okay, and with this, just choose any two the various values of x, insert it into this equation, and as well choose any various values of any two various different values of y and insert it. You will get result no matter what you choose. Okay, but just follow it as it is. Now as for me, y2, I want to choose y2 to be 6.50. Okay, 6.50. Then I want to choose y2 to be 6.50, and y1 to be equal to, well, what do I choose? Do I choose the value in the third column or in the second column? Let me choose the value in the second column. As for y, now we have 3.90. Don't forget the corresponding values of y of x must also be chosen. So we have 3.90 all over the corresponding values of x y2 of x2 in this case is what? 7.50 minus the corresponding values of the corresponding values of y1 in x, that is 6.20. Okay, and if you do your mathematics, they will give you 2.60, and you have 7.50 minus 6 point, that will be 1 point, that will be 1.30. Okay, 1.30, that will give you 2. So the slope is 2. Okay, slope is 2.